This is Matt with Mobility 101, and right now it's Technique Fix Friday. Week 9, we're going to go over the reverse lunge. I'm here with Brendan. He's going to be going through the movements, and I'm going to talk him through, all right? So the big thing I see wrong with reverse lunges in the gym, number one is people create a narrow base, which is unstable. So I'm going to have Brendan show the wrong way to do it, so an unstable, narrow base reverse lunge. So let's just, facing that way. So set yourself up. Just standing regular stance, and then going to a reverse lunge pattern. So what happens is, so look at his starting foot. So what happens is, bring your other foot back. So what happens is, you'll see they'll start relatively hip width apart or narrower, which what will happen is, do that pattern again. What will happen is the distance from the front foot and the rear foot, so you can track it with the knee, is right here. So he only has a couple inches there. So the big thing we have to look at in terms of fixing that narrow, unstable basis, pop it up again, standing up again. So you want to start with roughly 6 to 8 inch, or hip width or a little bit slightly wider apart. What happens there, you want to focus on where that foot tracks, and you can see it by where the knee goes. So if you look into his reverse lunge now, so reverse lunge with this wider, so 6 to 8 inch stance. Good, so if I were to track his knee forward, right, he's going to be right over there. This stays in line right where his foot started, right? So I'll have him go through a few regular reps there. So back and forth, Yep, so that's the bad way. Now we'll do the good way again, okay? Good, then pop back up, good. So that's how we correct the unstable base. To go over, so you want hip width apart or slightly wider, it's usually in the 6 to 8 inch range, right? So the next thing we look at is people often dump forward. The way we want to look at that is in terms of the torso. So if I were to put this on Brendan's back right here, I'm just going to have him try to glue it as best he can, crown of the head to the hip region. So all he's going to do is try to stay nice and tall, or rather straight with that PVC glued the entire time. So go through the same motion, hip width apart with the feet. Good, pop back up. Good. So notice how he's trying his best to stay glued there. I'm not saying you have to yank up into extension. No, what I'm saying is stay tall and erect and flat with the PVC. We'll do a couple more reps from the front. Yep, good. And again, and then we'll get 2 from the side now. Yep. Notice how he's doing his best to stay as tall as he can, PVC as best as he can, glued to his back. Good. Nice. So the last piece we see is, I think people often are concerned about that knee jutting forward or like diving forward. And what happens is they're concerned with this, right? And all of their weight gets put on this foot, the heel pops off the ground, and they put a lot of interior stress on the kneecap. We don't want that. But it's not a problem if the knee goes forward a little bit. Think of when you're running, right? You're in a lean position, you're going forward. So it's okay for the knee to come forward in front of the foot a bit. What we don't want is that excessive force. We want a little bit of a lean here, but not too much, okay? To clean that up, think of where your body weight needs to be distributed as well. So we want most of the weight, not all, most of the weight on the front foot, and some of it in terms of balance and proprioception and awareness and knowing where you are in space in the back foot. So I'm going to have Brendan come in the front again. So he's going to demo a bad version with the knee jutting too far forward. First, we do 2 reps. Yep. Good. And then in the reverse lunge pattern, reverse lunge. There you go. Good. So that's a bad version. So 1 more rep there. Good. And then same exact thing from the side. And notice, see how much in front his knee is? That's too far in front. So now we'll do 2 good reps from the side. Good, so his knee's slightly in front, right? Not too much, and that's fine. Good, nice. Good, so that's the way we clean that up. The other thing too is how you load the reverse lunge. In my mind, we load it 2 arms first. So I'm just gonna have 2 20-pound dumbbells here. So side by side, we're gonna go through just 2 reps reverse lunge, side by side dumbbells. Good, staying nice and tall, most of the weight through the front foot. Good, knee is going slightly in front, but not too much. Good, so that's how we would do it with dumbbells. Progressing from there, we would just you would take a kettlebell or a dumbbell, doesn't matter, 1 on the side that's actually lunging. So if your right leg's going back, you want to put it on the right side, nice and tall, pack the shoulder down. Good, can be a dumbbell or a kettlebell. And then from that position, the next progression would be in a front racked one-arm position. Again, front rack right here. Good, packing it nice and tight. Same exact side as the leg that's going back. Good. Causes a little bit more instability and it forces you to have to actually stabilize the core and fight against anti-rotation. Okay, so thank you, sir. So that's how we run through the reverse lunge, how we clean up some of your technique fixes. Give those a shot next time you do a reverse lunge, and I hope it helps. Thanks a lot.